Hello everyone and welcome to Faithful to Destination X, where we have found our X. We've reached the end.
Yay.
All roads lead here. Did you know that? There's been clues along the way.
There's been clues along the way. That sounds awful. That's meant to be The Apprentice.
There'll be clues along the way.
It's meant to be Irish accent, isn't it?
Well, that could be a clue.
An
Irish accent.
That's a shame. Ireland's
No,
beautiful.
a clue for the
Beautiful
next
place.
podcast is what I meant. But anyway.
Oh, yes. If you're looking for clues, they're there.
They're
for
there
our
along
next
the way.
podcast. There's clues along the way with our awful Irish accents.
Can't wait. My name is Ben, co-host of podcast. Where the X are we?
That's a long name. My name is Alex, also co-host of podcast. Because we married recently, you see. So that's
Did we?
why it's hence the same surname.
Well, I wasn't aware of this.
I did it while you were drugged. A bit like Stephanie McMahon was married to Triple H back during the Attitude Era of WWF. You're welcome. That's a reference.
That was a good time.
Was it a good time?
Yes.
Looking back, was it a good time?
Bring back
misogyny.
Bring back Vince McMahon. He knew how to run things.
Have you seen a picture of him recently? He
Yes.
looks awful. He's like
That's not very nice.
Well, he does, let's be honest. But he's not a very nice guy,
Well,
let's
true.
be honest. So I don't feel guilty for saying that he literally looks like a villain from the 1920s, like music hall talkies.
Do you know who doesn't look awful? Judith in her gold jumper.
She knew she was winning.
Where you're close to be a winner, you're going to be a winner. Although,
If you go in with the attitude that you're going to win, then you're going to come out the other end.
are you?
The winner will be me. Yeah, I'll be the winner.
I mean, Josh was a bit big-headed, let's be honest with you. And
The winner
so
will be me. Yeah, I'll
No.
be the winner.
none of us felt guilty or sad that
No.
he didn't win. All come second. And the discrepancy of time that he came second in, because I feel like the production crew fluffed him a little bit by saying that, you're only 30 seconds. Judith arrived, had the fake out, Rob came along, had a conversation with her, opened the briefcase, told her she won, she cried. You're telling me that all happened in 30 seconds?
Well,
It never all happened in 30 seconds. Josh was there a lot longer after Judith. Don't make Judith's win seem less than what it was, production crew.
I feel...
Don't do that to us, because we know that you love Josh so flipping much, because he had a few nice sound bites that, yes, we may have used too. But Judith
I just
won.
think that I'm really intelligent, really. So
So make sure that we know that. Sorry, I kept interrupting you.
I was
My
going to
bad.
say, I think there is a bit of production magic with they were probably set certain times, put in boxes, and then released out of boxes to up the stairs or something.
Like pigeons.
Yeah.
But it wasn't 30
Don't-
seconds, is my point.
No. He
Or
had
if it
two
was-
advantages as well, didn't he?
He had the two advantages, and he used them a bit more wisely than Saskia's one advantage, because she basically was told what she already knew.
Holiday.
Wouldn't hurt, holiday. But no, that really peed me off, actually. That ground my gears. That they took away Judith's victory by making it look like that Josh ever so slightly
Well,
almost
that's
won.
what the timing was, so that's what it was. But the main point is that you're missing here is that she beat him by 30 seconds with no advantage.
And they wrote her
And a
off.
gold jacket.
And a gold jacket and sandals. And they wrote her off because Josh and Saskia are like, oh, good luck. Oh, yeah, good luck. One of us is going to win today. Yeah, we'll be all right. And Judith just sat there, like, doing her, like, kind of, like, confused look, like, what?
I feel like Josh was like extremely mean to Judith because like then after the
He
challenge,
didn't care, did he? He thought she was out.
He had 2 tickets and Saskia was like, if you could share one, would you? And he was like, yeah, I'd give one to you. And just ignored Judith sitting on the opposite side. It's like, no, don't like this.
And he held back a game. Remember, it was like 2 minutes before the
Oh,
end.
yeah.
And Saskia went up to Josh and said, what are you doing? And Josh said, oh, I'm just staying here so Judith can't play the game. So she'll basically have to run off and look for another one.
Yeah, she didn't need to play
So
the game.
clearly, let's be honest, Josh acted like Judith was like nothing to him, like the shit on his shoe.
Biggest threat.
Josh knew that Judith actually was the biggest threat, and which made the win even more sweeter. Do you know what? When I saw Josh and his conceited face when he walked up and saw that Judith was already there, I cheered.
He was fuming. Yeah.
My heart leapt. I had a little brain tickle. It was so lovely.
He really had to push him. He really had to push himself to hug her as well and say, "Well done."
Well done. Yeah, you did well. But the way he did it as well, it was like, the reason you won was because I wasn't quite on game.
30
And
seconds.
That was another thing he said. Yeah, but he kind of made out that like the only reason Judith had won was because I wasn't as good as I could have been on this challenge. And it's like, no, Josh, you were given a 2-ticket advantage.
Exactly.
You just didn't do as well as Judith. Judith's pin fell out of the board. If Judith's pin hadn't fallen out of the board, then that 30 seconds would have been a minute.
Yeah.
But I still question
If she
the
wore
30 seconds that you
If she wore
claim.
sensible shoes, not sandals, she would have been 10 minutes ahead.
Exactly.
Probably.
And if she didn't have a 5-hour conversation with who was
Dawn.
there, Dawn, then she would have been there even shorter still. You know, that 2.5 minute discrepancy where Saskia was behind.
That was Darren's fault.
That was Darren's fault. Because Darren's going, go on.
Hugging her,
Go on,
crying.
Saskia, you can do it. Go on, Saskia. And she was crying. She was waving it.
And Judith's, I was going to say, her moped didn't start.
Yeah, another disadvantage for Judith. When that happened, I turned to you and I said, someone doesn't like Judith, do they? Everything that could have happened to Judith, every obstacle that Judith could have had. And yes, I'm not saying that Judith didn't have a few problems of her own where she couldn't do simple mathematics, and like in the last episode.
Nuclear scientist.
Yeah, we get that. But like anything that could have gone wrong, it went wrong for Judith. Josh had quite an easy ride, let's be honest. As soon as James had gone, and we've now realised James hates Josh as well. And
Good.
to quote, I hope Josh doesn't win. Well done, James.
We've all said it.
We've all said it.
We've all meant
felt
it.
Or we all thought it, but we never said out loud. James was brave enough to say out loud.
He's the only one who speaks the truth in this lot of contestants.
And Josh kept making out also that like the reason why Saskia had gotten as far as she had was because of him. And it's like, no, again, I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
So do I.
Look at the facts. Let's look at the receipts going back. Every single challenge that Saskia and Josh were in together, Saskia was the one who progressed people forward. And I stand
worked stuff out.
that Saskia worked a lot of the stuff out that even Nick couldn't figure out. So no, Josh, again, you were riding on the coattails of Saskia. So 100%. The best person won. Sadly, the second person should have been Saskia, but we can't win them all. But
What's 2 minutes between friends anyway?
What's 2 minutes between friends? But before we carry on, I must quickly say that if you want to get in touch with us and give us your comments about what you thought of this
Well, it's
year's
too late now.
Destination X.
This is the final.
Yes, but also if you want to get in touch with us about any future shows we'll be doing, as we say, we might be doing one next week. I hear there's a show called The Traitors starting in Ireland. You can go to our Linktree. Linktree is linktr.ee/faithful2. That's got all our socials. Don't forget to follow us on there. If you're listening to us on Spotify or YouTube, don't forget to follow us and subscribe to us on there as well. And you can watch us on YouTube and Spotify and subscribe, ring the bell and give us a thumbs up. And if you like the podcast and you want to help us monetarily, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful or coff.ee/faithful. We're on there. You can give us £5 for a destination or for a short time now. And or otherwise you can just help with the show by throwing
Just
some money
support
our way.
us.
And as I say, if you want to know any information of things we're doing in the future, because there is plans happening in the next month or so, then you need to, there is, you're not aware. I've just not told you. You're my Judith in my world. I'm keeping it secret. Then you follow us on our social media, and all the information will be on there on our TikTok and Instagram. But anyway, sorry. Leading to the line of, but if you do buy us coffee, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful. Just like
Yes, we have got TVP bought us a Destination 2.
Destination unknown.
we've got to
They-
do that as well. We'll do
They
that in
didn't
the end.
actually give us a destination. It doesn't matter. Hi, Ben and Alex. Love the show. For our anniversary and also in honour of Darren's departure, please can you give a shout out to my own Jackie P and Faithful 2 superfan Sarah Snail Lambert. She doesn't ride a bike to work. That's an old one for long time listeners.
We will be bringing her back.
And her no, we won't.
Yes,
and
we
her
will, 'cause
favourite.
It's a traitors line. We always ask all
there'll
the
be a
characters.
different question next
No,
series that
every
comes
series of
naturally
the
and not
traitors.
forced by you.
If you get
Don't
it's not-
interrupt
the first one wasn't forced to be fair.
Don't interrupt.
Get in touch with us if you'd like us to continue to do Ride a Bike to Work for the next future
Don't
series.
interrupt the anniversary message. She doesn't ride a bike to work, and her favourite Jackie P, which was this season's question, everyone, that formed naturally, so therefore people have logged on to
As
it.
did you ride a bike to work?
Yes, but it can be done a bit too much, can't it? Let's be
well,
honest. It's
so
been
can
2
this
years
show,
now.
to be fair.
Been
This show's been 4.
Her favourite Jackie P topping would be vegan butter and cream cheese with a little lemon and pepper. Looking forward to more shows this autumn. Thanks.
TVP, please get in touch because as a fellow vegan, I'd like to know where you find this cream cheese. Sounds yummy.
Little.
That's your outcome, is it? Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, who are we saying hello to?
Sarah.
The Sarah the Snail.
Sarah Snail Snail.
Yeah, but that can't be her actual name. That must
Well,
be
it
a
must
nickname.
be a nickname in the middle.
That's what I'm saying. Lambert.
Sarah Snail Lambert. I already
Sarah
said
the
that.
Snail Lambert.
It's not it's not Snail.
Snarl. Snail. Snarl.
Feel
Sorry,
like- what did we
Sarah.
watch recently where they were doing the pronunciation or something? Is that comedy? Two Doors, not Two Doors Down. That one, and they were pronouncing duct tape.
Oh no, that
Duct
was
tape.
it's the one on
Yeah. What's it? I never remember that. It's a really bad name for the show because it's been 3 series now and I still can't remember the name.
Yeah.
It's like Here Now or Home Here or something
Here We Go
stupid.
or
Here We
something.
Go. Yeah, something stupid. Really bad name.
But
an
I've had
okay
that
show.
discussion. The funny thing is I've had that discussion with people. For years I thought it was duct tape. But it's not, it's duct tape. But you can buy, more confusingly, you can buy duct tape.
Yeah, that's the brand.
And that's a brand.
We learnt that from this show.
No, I knew that before. Which is what made it even
You
more
never said it
confusing.
before, so you didn't.
We had another coffee bought for us.
Right.
And they did give us a destination. Mm-hmm. They did give us a destination. They did give us a destination.
So it's not a destination.
Destination unknown.
No, which we will be giving you the answer to at the end of this podcast, by the way. So Anna Fabrice, whoosh, bet she gets that joke every time, and she's probably sat listening to this now thinking, Alex, you're a dick.
I thought that was Anna from The Traitors New Zealand, but her name's Anna Reeves, not Breeze. So never mind.
I
Anyway,
wonder if
carry
there's
on.
an Anna Freeze
Find out next week.
or an Anna Crease.
Possibly.
Hi, Anna Breeze.
Yes.
I'm buying you both a ticket to... Can you guess?
Well, you just said it was unknown. Barcelona.
Rome. And sending you to the Spanish Steps, because I'm convinced that if it isn't the final Destination X, it must at least be making an appearance in the last final episode. Also, they must have written this before they saw the episode. Good eye, Anna. You must have seen the clues in
All
the
roads
airport.
lead to Rome.
The Spanish Steps. There has been so many clues! Exclamation mark. Well done. Didn't spot one of them. Since the winner has to find Rob, I really, really hope the loser thinks they have found Rob, only for Anton de Beck to turn around. A girl can dream. I mean, Anton de Beck does like to shoehorn himself into things.
Yeah, he does do lots of travelling shows, doesn't he?
And I think he's a bit disappointed he wasn't asked to do the remake of Hole in the Wall. Alison Hammond.
Yeah, wow. That'll have one series and that'll be that.
Yeah, I only had 2 in the first round. So good to hear your voices again. I really missed you guys when Big Brother finished. Looking forward to... What, did you not listen to Race Across the World, Anna?
Yeah, Anna.
Call herself a fan.
Also, if you like Destination X, you'll love Race Across the
You'd
World.
love Race Across
so
the
go back
World.
and watch it. And you can
BBC
listen to the
iPlayer and then
podcast.
listen to us as our podcast.
Stop
But
slamming your pen on the floor. On the
it's not
table,
the floor, is
please.
it? Using this as floor. Yes, looking forward to whatever comes next. What comes next will be the Traitors Island. Then
Back
more
to our
traitors.
roots.
Back to our roots. But going back to our
Hence
roots.
the name of this podcast, Faithful 2. The Traitors was originally what we were here for. It's been a long time since we've done the Traitors. Can't remember what the show's
Well,
like anymore.
we've not had a series. Normally at this point we would have had a New Zealand series and an Australian series, but they decided to stop making it and then decided to start making it
Recommission
again.
them with new presenters. Poor Roger, of course.
Poor Paul.
True. Our
I'll miss-
LGBT ally.
I'll miss
Paul
our
Henry.
camp hero, Paul Henry. And we had a nice story set up for them for then, didn't we? We had Claudia was
Well,
like the
he's dead.
mistress. And then Alan Cummings was like the gay owner of the
Listen,
land.
this is Destination X
Sorry.
podcast. So
But there's not really, we pretty much said what we had to say.
Judith
Josh
won.
lost. How
Judith
funny.
lost.
No, Judith won. Josh lost.
yes, James appeared, Dawn appeared, Darren appeared for their little
Yeah.
golden ticket moment.
Did you think,
what an odd
They're a
choice?
nice trio, yeah.
Why those three?
But see, if I don't know if people said no. I mean, I thought Mardy should have returned really because he had such a big influence in the show. Like he would have been
Plus
really
everything
good.
linked back to episode 1, so it should have been him.
True.
Is that why Dawn?
True.
No, Dawn didn't go episode 1, did she? Deborah did. So I don't know. Why was Dawn there? James makes sense because he
Dawn got
was
it
friends.
spot on. Remember, she got Paris spot on right at the beginning,
Right.
so she didn't go out at the beginning.
No, that's what I'm saying. So if they were linking back to episode 1, they should have had Deborah there, but they didn't. They had Dawn. But James was obviously there because James and Saskia had their friendship. Darren was there because he was like the main character of the series and everyone liked him. Then there was no one there for Judith, running theme.
No, Darren should have been there because, like you say, the friendship, and Darren was the person in the series.
Yeah.
I think Claire should have been there
Yeah,
for Judith in
for
the ice
Judith.
room. No hate on Dawn. I love Dawn.
No,
Absolutely
she was
adored
my
Dawn.
winner, and then she got it out when I said it.
But I think for interesting, I don't know, for connection reasons, Claire should have been there for Judith in the ice room. And I think, again,
Nick?
no hate on James. I love James to bits. We liked James as well. We liked the friendship between James and Saskia until eventually Josh stabbed him in the back. So I suppose that was a connection.
I liked that because James kept his hatred going for the whole entire time.
He just stared at him the whole time and made him freak out while he was doing the challenge. But I am surprised.
Maybe that was the 30 seconds. James's death stare stunned him for 30 seconds and that made Judith...
Honestly, as Josh was running off, if James had put his foot out and made him trip over, I wouldn't have hated it. I'm surprised Nick wasn't asked. I wonder if Nick had been asked.
He's busy running.
And Nick said, yeah. Well, he's probably running around the Colosseum again, wasn't he? He was like, do you want to come back to Rome and just do a bit where you have to give out clues to the contestants as they try to find the final destination X? No, I'm busy. I'm running around the Colosseum. Again.
Anyway, Josh took over the nasty Nick role.
He really escalated it, didn't he? Because Josh was kind of like bumbling along and then he's almost took... Because lots of people then went for Saskia. We've had this discussion where everyone kind of... I didn't feel like it was fair that the crowd were kind of like baiting Saskia and saying like, oh, she's deliberately like winding people up. She's just as bad as Nick. She has no reason to point him out for his problem, for, trying to play a game, which I get, fine. But I feel like really Josh was like the evil demon in the background waiting to come out.
And also the way he was being like low energy mean was even like made it worse somehow. Do you know what I mean?
He was acting like he didn't care.
Yeah,
it's like you do care, Josh. Clearly, by the way, you're constantly telling us how much.
It's all of his VT bits really showed him to be the worst of him. Like you could literally hear the producer asking him a question and goes, "Yeah, I guess so, really, but it doesn't really matter because I'm just going to win it." Like, and there's like every single VT was there. It's like, don't like that. Saskia and Judith were much more real.
Yeah, and real. Saskia was living her life.
If she got asked to come back, she would have said yes.
Saskia and Judith had another chat about nails.
Did they?
Yeah. Saskia said, as soon as I get off this bus, I'm going to get a pedicure.
Was that her hintings for Judith to crack the suitcase open?
Give her
10 euros for her nails.
10 euros. Actually, it should have been euros, really.
It should have been a mix of currencies of all the places they've been.
Well, you say all the places they've been. Do you think that this year's sponsor for Destination X on the BBC was Tourist Board for Italy? Because 5 of the destinations were Italian-based, or 5 of the episodes, I should say, were Italian-based. Outside of Italy.
East, did it? It didn't go east.
It went a little bit east.
Yeah, but then that was it.
And then it went back to Italy again. And then it went a little bit west, and then went back to Italy again. The heart of the show was basically Italy. And clearly the reason was because they wanted to do the pun right at the end, which kind of paid off when Rob said, all roads lead to Rome. And then you saw... and I'm glad...
I got that when they did their vision goggle bit and they showed a Roman road.
Yes, you did. Well, you did Greece, to be fair.
Also, I didn't. I said Roman road. And I also questioned this is the first civilization to have 1 million population. It's like, sorry? Where's the proof in this?
And shopping centre.
Yeah, I know. It's like the first shopping centre / market. It's like, no.
I didn't like that clue. I think they should have been more specific about what they meant by shopping centre. I mean, it's just me being picky over
it's like, what are they in Egypt?
Of the show.
Or what?
Yeah, because like a market is a shopping centre technically, isn't it? It's a big place where you go and do your shopping. So was it the first ever shopping centre? Or do they mean modern day kind of like shopping mall? Is that what they meant? And if that's the case,
think
where's that in Rome,
what they meant
actually?
is because like all the trading routes all roads lead to Rome. All the trading routes all went to Rome, didn't they? I think that's what they meant.
The label on the wine bottle showed.
Yes.
I'm glad they explained that because that kept coming up all the time. But again,
and those weird numbers kept coming up.
Well, that numbers made sense actually in the end because it showed them how far they'd been travelling. And the only one who spotted that was Judith. Josh was... Of course. Judith was very observant when she could be bothered. I was worried for the final challenge with Judith because we've seen on more than one example where she feels like... When she feels like it's not going her way... she'll give up and she gets a bit more defeated. We saw that on the penultimate challenge when they were running around looking for people to get the golden tickets. And you could tell Judith kind of gave up in the end. And so that's why she didn't really try any harder.
She didn't need it. That's what she thought.
She didn't need it. But also I think when the time came, Judith gave it the final push. If only Judith had that energy throughout. But again, I blame Josh for the lack of energy in Judith because he's snoring.
Oh, yeah.
He's snoring on the bus.
Yeah, they were blamed Darren this whole time.
It was Josh. And do you know what I would have done? I would have woken Josh up because I feel like that's a tactic on Josh because he's getting a good night's sleep. He's getting a full night's sleep.
Not if you're snoring or not, you're also getting a bad sleep. The person snoring.
Not Josh. He's the devil in disguise. No, but yeah,
Quite intelligent, really.
I'm just being silly.
Okay, well, Josh didn't win.
You
so-
opened up some comments though. I feel like you had an idea of what you wanted to say something.
No, someone was saying something about something that you'd already just said, so it doesn't actually matter. It was about Rome. But last episode, I remember I said you should listen to the environment, look at the plants, the bird calls, blah, blah, blah. In the US version, Chris says, they had a contestant who was a professional bird watcher and knew every single call for birds and the regions that they could be found in. So
There you go.
there you go.
It's
Lots of people were saying the US version.
I know it's
Smarter.
not smarter necessarily, just maybe better made. Although I have to say
Mm-hmm.
that it has Destination X. When we first started, we were both kind of like, "Oh, what's this going to be?" And I think you have to give it time. It matured very well near the end. I feel it was an exciting show to watch. I still think, like the penultimate challenge they had on this episode when they had people dressed up in what was like Temu like. What is it, like Roman statue dresses?
Yeah, from like the costume shop.
There's like the wigs. Come on, guys! This is the BBC. Surely you've got a department where you could have like.
Or just don't have them. Just have something that opens automatically because
Yeah.
a box would be better.
Just put the key there, and they can't cheat because the production crew are filming them throughout. Like it just was weird. Like they put like some kind of charcoal white paint mix on their faces to make it look like marble, and it really didn't.
No.
And it was really weird. I just thought.
And the episodes were better
unnecessary.
when they spend time in the location. Like this one was set in Rome. They knew where they were and they were doing things in Rome to do with Rome. That works. The Venice one, same thing. That works. They need to find a way to do that more often.
So they get to their destination. So basically, each destination is 2 episodes, which is why I said they probably need to stretch it out to 12 if they were going to do something like that. Because then they can get to their destination and then do a challenge in the destination.
Yeah, and then the person goes.
And then by
wherever.
doing that, well, no, you could eliminate someone for the X thing, and then you could eliminate someone after that in either a game or in a group vote. That would make it a bit more. So you're kind of having to be more friendly with the team, because it felt like, other than Darren, who kind of like was friends with everyone, he was there like to make friends. It felt like no one really cared.
Well, I did say on episode 1 or 2 that you don't. This game seems to be a game where you don't need to have friendship. Like
No.
you could just play it because like that's what Nick was basically. You can just play this on your own. I think you can because Judith is the prime
won.
example. She did play it on her own. It was a bit isolating and painful for her for the last 3 episodes. I feel, which is a bit horrible to watch. But she won, so
Yeah, but again, that
you
was
don't
because
need alliances in this game
Josh-
the way it is at the moment.
Josh's ego, but he kind of, I don't think he would have been as inviting with sharing his outlook on how great he was with Saskia if they hadn't had that alliance from like near episode 3 or 4. I think he would have
when
been
he killed
just as,
James.
I think he would have been just as damaging towards Saskia if they didn't have that group. I think Josh was almost kind of keeping her just on his side for a little bit longer.
Well, he needed to because she was the one working stuff out, wasn't she?
Well, exactly.
He wasn't.
But Saskia said it herself. It was Josh being like playing a psychological game, like making her think that like, oh, we're still friends, so that she would kind of maybe put her foot off the accelerator a little bit, so then Josh would win. So because he didn't stretch out his hand of what's that? The branch of
Olive branch.
kindness. Yes, the olive branch. I'm trying to think of a Roman term. The olive branch, like to Judith. Judith knew that she was on her own, and so that's why she was able to beat him by, quote, 30 seconds. I still think that was a fluff.
The winner will be me. I'll be the winner.
Before we go,
But you weren't, Josh, so sad for you, eh?
no, he did manifest it. He was very confident. Didn't happen. But before we go, we do have to announce
Yes,
what everyone's on
finally.
the edge of everyone's tip of their tongues.
Destination unknown.
On the edge of the tip of their tongues.
Yeah.
You're as bad as my olive branch.
Thank you. I'm Judith. Call me Judith.
Are you ready for the answer? So, are you going to read some and I'll read some of what people have said?
No, you can read them because they're yours and I don't have it on me.
Okay, well, you're going to have to give me time because I don't have it directly in front. There you go, I found it. See, it doesn't take long.
Good.
So thank you for everyone who got involved with our very final.
Yes, this has been running
very,
all
very
series where we've posted a picture of somewhere where the X was it. Destination unknown. Oh, sorry.
You
Wanna
have to have
hear
it ready because
again?
I'll be saying it every time now.
Okay.
So thank you to everyone who got involved with.
Destination unknown.
Be
So,
more popular than we could ever imagine.
so for this final,
Oh,
I told you. It'd be heavy.
Destination unknown.
We are put a picture on our Instagram, which is at Faithful2Podcast, and we asked you, where is this?
Destination unknown.
Do you ride a bike to work?
yeah.
So
you really
here's.
do get stuck on your one joke of the year.
I very rarely have a.
You're
moment.
like Bart Simpson.
This wasn't even my joke.
I
This was
didn't
your
do
joke.
it.
You dropped it.
I know,
in
but
episode 1, and I
as
thought
always,
that's
you've-
actually really good.
You're like Bart Simpson. I didn't do it. Anyway, carry on.
The I didn't do it, boy.
That's a very old reference to our young audience that we have.
I mean a WWF reference from the 90s, so
True.
it's around, it's allowed. So here are some guesses for
Destination unknown.
Thoughtful Pause said. Okay. Thoughtful Pause said turkey. I'm afraid to say you are wrong. That is not the.
No, I'm not doing it again.
Wow.
Well, you explained it
Destination unknown.
about 7 times in about 30 seconds.
_Patterson. Greece. No, it is not.
Oh dear. Keep going.
John Wills. Oh, John. John Wilson. John Wilson. John Wilson.
John
John to his mates.
Wilson to you.
Albania?
Oh.
No.
Well, where is it?
Obviously, he said. Obviously.
He's already
Albania?
said obviously about another one, isn't he? May not be. I'm not sure. I'm not going to put words in
I
John's mouth.
encourage the confidence. But no, that is not the.
This is what John would be doing.
The winner will be me. I'll be the winner.
He'll be in Albania while everyone else is
Obviously.
in Rome. Yeah, obviously. No, you were all wrong, I'm afraid. However, Lily V. Tomlinson, Warren D. Coxey _79, Cox in, Cox out, and Imbat.
Right. So 4 people got it correct.
All correct. They all got it right.
I love how you said, no, all of you are wrong apart from, and then you listed more people who were actually right.
As Warren put it, pass me some spinach.
Mm-hmm.
As Lily said, it's the Popeye Village in Malta. That's correct. It was Malta. Le Malta.
Good old Malta.
Good old Malta. We love Malta. We've been to Malta.
So you just used a
Beautiful,
really
beautiful
obvious
country.
image, didn't you, basically, for the final one, which
For
should have been the
final what?
hardest one.
For the final what?
Destination unknown.
Now, if you had been following us on our social media, you would have noticed that on the first post for our Destination X podcast, I had written the letter M in the top right-hand corner. And then for all following posts, there was another letter spelling Malta.
Was there? Well, there's 10 episodes. So
Go
how's
to
that?
at Faithful2 Podcast and then follow us.
I didn't know Malta was 10
And go
letters
back
long.
and go back and you'll see.
Well, I'm going to
Do the
see
same for
now.
our TikTok as well. Don't ruin the illusion. Let's move on. Look, we got to finish. But before we finish, we do a few things we got to say. Thank you to everyone who listened to the podcast of the Destination X podcast, including some of the contestants who may or may not have got in touch with us and said hello. It was lovely to hear from you and everyone in the Destination X world. As we say, we've got the Traitors Island coming up now. And after that, we've got the Traitors Celebrity UK. We've got Big Brother UK.
Civilian.
Civilian.
UK, yes.
And then we have lots more traitors after that as well. Everyone who's messaging us, sadly, no, we are not going to follow the inheritance. I apologise.
We can't fit it in, even though it's a Studio Lambert show. So as the
and it does
official,
look fun.
as the official Studio Lambert podcast, we should be covering it, but we're not because we can't.
We can't. We just
Blame
don't
Big
have.
Brother.
Well, blame me having to work because sadly, in between this, I also have work. So sorry about that. But unless, of course, Julia Lambert want to get in touch and make this our work, because that'd be fun.
We'll be here.
As we say, do follow us on our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2. It's got all the links to our social media and also all our podcast links. And on there, if you follow us and subscribe and ring the bell and do all the good stuff and give us 5 stars if you enjoy listening to the podcast, we have got lots of news coming up where you can get excited or not excited, depending on your frame of mind.
Also, there's hints that Series 2 is going to be picked up for Destination X. So
There's another series of that coming. So
where
if you-
will we go next year on the bus?
Well,
Who knows?
it could be a...
Destination unknown.
I touched Ben's laptop. He's angry. So if you want to help with the podcast as well, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful. That's coff.ee/faithful, where you can at the moment buy us a Destination. But as soon as the Traitors comes back, you can buy us a
Gold coin.
Thank you.
I wonder what
forgot.
they'll be on Isle.
Oh yeah, would it be gold bars, gold
clover.
coins, clover? Oh God's sake, Ben. Please listen to our podcast because we'll be making Irish stereotypes throughout the whole
I'm
time.
sure they'll be doing that through the whole series, won't they? on the show.
What, Irish stereotypes?
Yes,
Why would they do that for themselves?
because they will. 'Cause they're basic.
RTE, the broadcaster.
I hope it's a low budget series. They're my
me
favourite
too.
ones.
I 100% hope so too. I mean, we have watched Irish RTE series before. We watched
Glow Up.
Yes, and that was good actually. And there was something else as well, but I can't remember what it was.
Was there?
Oh, they've got their own version of Strictly Come Dancing or Dancing with the Stars, the Irish version, it's not as big as glitzy as say the American or the UK version. So yes, hopefully it's because we found that in the New Zealand series that
Of Traitors.
having a lower budget actually makes it better. A higher budget does not a good series of Traitors make necessarily. So so do follow us on all social media.
That's why this podcast is so good, because the budget is just
The budget of this podcast, it's minus. Hey,
unknown.
Judith, if you want to throw us some money, by the way, Rob did mention a loan at the end of the podcast.
Oh, she only got it yesterday or this morning. She would have got it, wouldn't she?
She would have after the episode aired, yeah.
I'd hate that if I won a game show and I have to wait like all that time
Well,
to get the money.
I think they're also contractually obliged because it would stop them then leaking. So I think it's what's tied to that as well is that you don't release the final information. I don't know. I don't understand TV or contracts. All I know is that I enjoy watching it,
Should we
talking out
say-
loud about it with you.
Should we say that Judith told us last week and now she loses her money?
No, that's,
No,
no.
Do you want to
because
ruin the world? Well, if Josh won, we could have, or Nick.
if Josh had won, I would have said 100%.
You know, Josh got in touch
No,
with
I
us
love
last week and told us he won.
Can we just say also...
He sent us this voice message. This one.
The winner will be me. I'll be the winner.
Yeah,
He
because
sent that in the middle of August.
That's
so-
not actually from the TV series. That's
No.
actually a voice note from Josh.
Yeah, to us.
And we
Trying
knew,
to spoil
we
it.
knew he was telling the truth because he was able to add a violin in the background while he was recording it.
That was Nick. Nick can play the violin with his feet.
Can he? Not with his feet, but can he play the violin, or you just made that up?
Well, it's Nick. What do you think?
Oh yeah, of course he can.
He plays the violin and the piano at the same time while doing sit-ups. Anyway, so we will see
And
you.
pleasuring a woman
We'll be back in and a man,
or a man.
or both. We'll be back very soon, actually, in a few days, if you're going to be watching The Traitors Island. So make sure you're subscribed, and we will see you then. But until then, goodbye.